did it work? Mm, mm, mm. Can I? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I am making sure I have my chat up here to the right because it's all wonky. Let me put this up here and hopefully this will all work out. Of course, Earl Grey with honey. How are you this morning? So happy you tuned in to Ink and Morning Light. And put this away. Get yourself, it's so much more fun in a clear glass, I have to say. So get yourself a little clear mug. Have your breakfast and your tea in that. It's a lot of fun. So I have my old mouse pad, which I love because I think it's pretty. So, as you all know, I have a method of journaling that I established in 2020, I believe, during the pandemic, because I needed it to be quick and dirty, really simple, and so I can get to helping my mother, because at the time I was a caregiver, so there's a lot going on. Here's the ink I love to use, the Chow Coral ink. I love a heavy pigmented ink, and this is black. I know a lot of people say you should use blue. I don't do all that. I'm really keeping things simple and clean and concise, so I stick with the black. This is my favorite pen that I bought. I think it's Ragu pens. I think I bought it at the DC Pen Show, I think. I could be wrong. It's either DC or Philly because they're the only two I do. And so eventually I'll have one of my notebooks, but in the meantime, I have a notebook that has high weight, and it's really smooth and feels good to the touch, and it's good on the pen. So let's make sure this pen is working. Yeah, it's kind of lousy. Let me ink it up. Good morning, Dr. Donna. Let me ink this up. See, so much better, so quickly. I'll even show you guys what it looks like on the inside. So sometimes, ooh, I should put some lotion on those hands. Sometimes you may just need, see, it has enough ink in it, so sometimes you may need to just turn it a little bit. Let's get that ink to flow a little bit. Some people dip it in water so it's not dry. I find that dipping it in water and then wiping it off, you still need to, it's still a little, doesn't look great. Yeah, so let me give a new page. How is everyone today? Okay, so today is, how did everyone do if you're in the Northeast and you were affected by storms. How did you do? Were you inside? It is Wednesday, July 29th of 26. This is day 11 in a row. I think we're doing fabulous. And I think this is making our lives easier. Because there's an ease of decision fatigue when you write things down and you write your voice and you just have a routine. And I know I'm a creative and we thrive on things, making things different. But there is a freedom in having certain things that are routine, that go along with your habits. So I thought I'd share that. So let's start off with your 3 thank yous, which are your gratitude. Let's see. Ooh, yesterday, thank you for, I had a lovely chat with a couple of nurses at the doctor's office. It's a new doctor, and it's just general checkup stuff, but they were excellent and just lovely people. So thank you for great chats with nurses. That's the first one. My second thank you is for, so let's think. I was so worried yesterday about being in the storm, getting caught in the storm, because that appointment was in the afternoon, late afternoon. And I got in this door just before the downpour because I didn't want to be driving because my car sits slow. Thank you for holding off the rain until I got in the house. You know, that's one of those little things that you're like, yay, I made it, you know. So that was, see, now that happened because I pushed the ink down, but such is life. It's just gonna have to be there. 3, and I made a really great breakfast. I eat early. I eat within the first hour of getting up, and I saute scallions, and after they get a little brown, caramelized, I throw in egg whites and some everything bagel seasoning, and that's the protein portion. And today I threw in a little bit of ground turkey, and then I had one of those little hash browns because I primarily gluten-free, and I feel better without it, so I'm working on making that a consistent thing. And I put the egg whites on top of it, and it's just enough, and it's just enough actual carbs for the morning for my stomach not to be disrupted. And I have found, hold on, let me write this. You know I'm chatty. For a great breakfast, I have found that for me, I know a lot of people say no carbs, no obvious carbs. So that's potatoes, rice, bread, grainy things. I need some kind of an obvious carb, and it could be very small, to settle my stomach in the morning. People, God bless you, who can just do meat and vegetables 24/7 and not feel sick as a dog. It's impressive, because I sure as hell can't. I don't know how y'all do it. So it is 7:08. At 7:09, we'll do the free write. And so your free write, or the free write is you write for 2 minutes, and I'll tell you when the 2 minutes is up once we start writing. And you just write anything that comes to mind. Don't worry about grammar, punctuation. And the beauty of it is that your thoughts aren't on camera. So you can write whatever you want. And yeah, so we'll do that. It's stream of consciousness, which I love. It gives you it can help you pinpoint what your thought pattern is. And from there, you can work on how you maneuver through your day and your feelings, and you can manage your emotions around certain situations because you've already addressed it on the paper, on the page. It's 7:09, right? It's 7:10, so we're halfway there. I don't want to put that page down because I have that ink on there. I need to work on that. Oh, those birds sound good. It is 7:11. Ding, ding, ding. You're done with your free write. Let me work on this little dot here before I do my priorities. So, how'd you do? How'd you do? Here is how'd you do? How'd you do? You know what I think I'm going to do? One of the things is I just, on my stream, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, I get a lot of the makeup people. And there are two that I've come across that seem to be giving really good dupes that you can get at the drugstore. So I think I'm going to check that out. I might film it. Just let me know if you want me to film that. There are a couple of things that I have, like these, not dewdrops, but they're like bronze drops or something. But there was a person who said that there was a dupe in the store. I forget the name of the company. I have to look. I saved it. I liked it, so I gotta look through and see what that is. So personal, and so at the end we write personal priorities. And personal priorities, not work, right? Not work. And it's to, for me, check out the dupes, like I just told you. There are certain things I spend money on. I've always spent money on foundation. I remember my first one was the one that my mother had, and it was Estee Lauder Butternut Bronze. Oh, what a gorgeous, gorgeous tone that stuff had. I don't know what happened to it, but then you branch out and you find other things. So yeah, I'm gonna check out those dupes, and then I need to pull the special plants because of the storm. I need to pull some of the plants inside because I think we're supposed to get more stormy weather. Pull some special plants into garage and clear space. There's a shelf that's underneath the clear space on shelf near window. Yeah, it just has a lot of supplies on it that I could consolidate. Maybe if I go through and consolidate, I'll have more room for pretty plants. So I'll do that. And lastly, I want to use those eye gels. Now, I feel like, oh, I could use a lift. Lord, what has happened? I got work to do. Anyway, like here, I could use a lift in there. So maybe I just need to hydrate, you know? So I'm going to use the eye gels. And maybe while I'm in the drugstore, I'll look for a hydrating mask. Look for the one that I like no longer exists. So funny. Face mask. And that's it. That is it. We are done. And you can always, so what I like to do is go back, if I'm back, sitting back in the seat, and you can look and see if you did any of these personal priorities. And you can, during the course of the day, maybe you need to write some thoughts. And personal, because the work journal is this. Hold on. Is this, right? And I still use my own work journal. And that's available in the shop page. And no pressure, just you can check it out and see if it's something you like. And there's also a video tagged and connected to this one, and it's about the journaling and the sharp and simple journaling, and you can get an idea, a greater idea of why I created this style or this method and how to use it. Okay, so that is that. We are done. And I want you to have the best day. The sun is out. That's a shock. Have the best day today. Let me turn the page so we are ready for tomorrow. It's okay if you have to revisit and write some more. Have a wonderful day. And if you wrote with me today, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know how this practice has been going for you and how it felt today. All right, so until next time, let vintage charm its way into your heart and home, and have a wonderful day, and enjoy the love. All right, talk to you later.